Good morning, guys. Today in maths, we're going to be looking at triangles. So first thing we need to do is we need to identify the different types of triangles. And we've got three different types of triangles here. So you can see that on the right hand side, we have what's called a scalene triangle. And a scalene triangle essentially means that the triangle, each side is different in length. So the triangle, the side on the left here is a different length to the side on the right, and that's also a different length to the side at the bottom. So that is called a scalene triangle. Really, really important. The next triangle, the one in the middle, is called an equilateral triangle. And what that means is that each of the three sides of the triangle is equal in length and exactly the same. And then the last triangle is a triangle called an isosceles triangle. This means that two sides of the triangle are exactly the same. Now, it can mean that sometimes these two sides that are the same can be quite short, or they can be really long to make the triangle look really quite long and narrow. So based on that then, it's asking us here to tick the isosceles triangle. Now, based on what we know already, we know an isosceles triangle has two sides that are the same length. If we look at A, we've got two sides here. They look roughly about the same length. The side at the bottom is definitely not the same length. So triangle A must be an isosceles triangle. If we're looking at triangle B, we can see actually all the sides here are all different lengths. So triangle B must be a scalene triangle. So we can't tick that one. Looking at C, the sides roughly look exactly the same, which must mean that this is an equilateral triangle. D. Now we can see the length at the bottom here is different to the lengths on the side. That's different. But hang on, the side here and this side here are actually exactly the same. So it must be an isosceles triangle. So like I said before, isosceles triangle, because they have two lengths exactly the same, they can be long and narrow, or like D, they can be quite short and wide. One of the questions you are going to get, guys, is about you connecting the dots using a pencil and a ruler, and then answering the question. So the question says true or false. Connecting these dots will create a right-angled triangle. Now we looked at right angles last week, where the angles must join up and create a 90-degree angle like this. So let's go ahead and match these guys up. Unfortunately, I haven't got a ruler, but I'll do my best to match A to B, B to C, and C to A. And we can just about roughly see that actually this isn't a right angle, this isn't a right angle, because they're smaller than 90 degrees. But A is actually the right angle. So therefore the answer must be true. Again, here is the right angle, just to show you. Another question you might get is organising your triangles into the table above. And we've got the scalene, where 0 sides are the same length, an isosceles, where 2 sides of the triangle are the same length, and an equilateral triangle, where all 3 sides must be the same length. Let's just quickly label A. Well, I can see that A, these two sides here are the same length, and the bottom one is different, so therefore this must be an isosceles triangle. If we look at C, well, we've got this length here, which is different to this length here, And I'm pretty sure that top length is going to be different as well. None of the three sides are the same, so therefore it must be a scalene triangle. Looking at B, this length here looks very different to that length there, and it's also very different to this length here. So again, B must be a scalene triangle. Looking at D, I can see that all these sides are exactly the same, so it must be an equilateral triangle. Guys, give those questions a go. Remember, just do red, blue, or gold. You don't have to do all three, and give it a really good go. If you get stuck, please email your teacher and they can help you out.